Hey everybody, not the final but very close to it. So here's another update on the Tamiya Ford Mustang GT4. Love this kit. It went together so easy. Fitment had no issues anywhere on it, and the detail is very high. I do have a few other Tamiya kits, and the detail on this one is much farther than those. So I would say Tamiya is even getting better than what they were in the past. It's kind of hard to believe, but in my opinion they are with this kit. So one of the things I still have to do is the mirrors. As you can see, they're still white. That's plain plastic, and that's about it. I have to decide on putting a decal across this top of the window or windshield. I kind of like it like this. It's easier to see inside of it. One of my goals was to be able to take this on and off, or the body off the rolling chassis. I'm afraid if I do that too many times I'll end up breaking pieces on it. I don't want to do that, but it will be possible to do that. Yeah, fits really good by just clicking on. As you can see, I went with the P51 Mustang theme to it. I did not stick with any one type. I kind of mixed my favorite ideas from the planes on there. Went with the checkerboard theme on the front. And I also did some white striping on the secondary lines. There's a white stripe, so that's kind of like the checker flag in racing, and just the checkerboard pattern there. I barely used any decals that actually came in a kit. The ones I did was pretty much the GT4s, interior ones, the roll call there, GT4 above, Ford Performance, and the Ford logo. GT4 on the front, and then that little arrow, the other GT4 there. So besides those, all the rest are from other kits. I was lucky enough to find the military markings and all that from other kits. I was going to try to do it myself, and that probably would have been a bad idea. Probably when it came out this good. The numbers on the rear end, the serial number, those look, perfect because they did come from a kit, but they have the lines through them like they're stenciled. The ones on the side, luckily I found some that actually stretch pretty good because I was able to get it to stretch into the side panels. And the aerodynamics on it. The number sticker, which actually worked out perfect, being 60. The Roush team that actually did this for a race, which Jack Roush Jr. races for, that team has two cars. Their numbers are 60 and 59, so I definitely went with that one. I looked through all my kits to find out if I had any extras, and the kit that I pulled that from, I have a decal set to make it look like a completely different car than the kit came, so I ended up using that on that, which worked out perfect. But now the tires still do the turning, as you can see. They do that quite well. The rear tires, I put them in a little too soon, and I snapped one of the pegs off. It was actually turning, so I didn't think nothing of it, and then the next thing I knew, it snapped off. So there probably is not a kit that I don't have one little mistake on. You take that mistake and move on to the next one and try not to do it again. So there's my tip of the day for that. But as of right now, this model is pretty close to being done. Let's see if I can get a higher look. this off. But one cool thing about this kit is the detail on the headlights. There is 5 pieces, I believe, in each headlight. So there's tons of detail in there. You can, I'm zoomed in pretty close, but you can see around the projector beam there's a detail ring that goes around it. That is really sharp. And then on the grille side you have those, I believe they're the turn signals on. These are the daylight running lights. Down below you do have turn signals. There's a decal that goes in there, and it actually goes on the grille part. And when I kept on seeing the decal sheet, I kept on saying, I don't know where this piece goes. I ain't gonna be able to find it. And you look at it and you can't think of what the hell it is, because it's a weird pattern. But then once it's in there behind that clear lens that has the grooves, it looks perfect. But outside of that, it don't look like that. It's very weird looking. That was one that I was kind of worried about. And since I did use 3 kits for decals, I can't be any happier with the way these set down. Let's see if I can get this in focus. But here you can see how well that sat down. It actually went into the door panel. And you can see how much curvature is in this side with this harsh line right on the top here. Right here. Actually sat down, and I actually got to sit down behind the door handle. And just used Mark Fit Strong. Took my time. So I end up setting all this. I got that pretty close. I let all this set for a little bit, so that way it wasn't moving. And I put Mark Fit just on the seam and right here. Let it sit for a little bit and push it down with a Q-tip. Take a paper towel and push it down. Let that set for a little bit. I also worked this in while I was doing that as well. I'd set the Q-tip in and kind of work it down. I didn't go all the way, I let it sit for a little bit more. I came back and put some Mark Fit back just here. Worked that down a little bit. I did that probably about 3 or 4 times and was able to get this super smooth. Sat down perfect, didn't break the decal at all. And I'm super happy with the way that laid out. That looks great. There's a clear coat on this. I really didn't want to wet sand the hell out of this, and I didn't want to thicken it up too much with clear. I got it to what it would look like in real life. It's not perfectly shiny. I mean, it's really shiny, but it's not like some of these kits that are mere finish. I mean, you can see it's super glossy, but it's not over the top. Let's look at the bottom. It's the same as probably the last video. If you guys got any interest in this kit, you would really like it. I kind of wish Tamiya was giving me money for this one since it's so soon. Putting it on Facebook and all that. But don't we all wish we were getting a little bit of money for our kits? But This one was a very fun kit. I put 2 kits on hold just to get going on this one, and I couldn't put it down. It just was perfect. And sometimes you guys gotta get a break from the crappy kits, which I was working on too, and get on a nice kit just to beat the stress of it. So hopefully this is not being too washed out. But I haven't changed the interior at all since I've put the body on, so if you want to see the inside, just check out the other video. Once I get the mirrors painted, I am going to do a complete video where I show all the phases, I guess, all the updates all in one video, chop up all the nonsense. So stay tuned if you want to watch it all in one video. I hope you guys really like this build. I know I had a lot of fun with it. There should be one more update coming soon. And hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully you guys get to see some family, stay safe, and do some relaxing. That's what we need to do right now. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys then. Bye.